Thank you, Senator Murray. It's an honor to be here. And I think about the Department of Education in historic terms. Why was it created? It was created in the 1960s for many reasons, innovation and opportunity in education, but just as much it was created for justice in education. Because in 1954 in Brown versus Board of Education, just across the street, the decision was made that separate but equal didn't work anymore. There had to be equal opportunity. And that, we learned after Reconstruction and Civil War, had to be enforced. And to be enforced, we needed an agency of government who would watch carefully to make sure that, in fact, opportunity was equal in America and that there was justice in education. I think of one particular aspect of this that I paid attention to for a little while, and I think it's appropriate for me to ask the chair of this shadow hearing if we can have a pop quiz.
Sure.
All right. So let me tell you, I'm going to make this easy. The answers to the pop quiz question are 8 and 30. 8 and 30. So get ready. I think you'll get this right. What percentage of high school students in America end up going to school in for-profit colleges and universities? 8%. Got that right? Okay. What percentage of all student loan defaults are students from for-profit colleges and universities? 30. 30% of student loan defaults. Ms. Burkhalter, you understand this better than anybody gathered in this room. The representations that were made to you as an aspiring student and as a former veteran were lies. And when it was discovered that they had defrauded you, you had an opportunity for justice in education with the Department of Education, borrower defense. Your life sounds like it was a mess before you got to borrower defense. Is that true?
Yes, sir, it was.
Living in the basement or living in the extra bedroom of a parent or
Yes, sir.
in-law? 5 children?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you. Service in our military for 5 years?
Yes, sir.
You've given us a lot. Thank you very much for that. But the point is, when Donald Trump had his first term in office, he filled the office that supervises for-profit college and education with people from the industry. You can guess what happened. Almost nothing. Now he's going the next step in eliminating that agency that gives you opportunities for equity and justice when it comes to education. That, to me, is the story. He's turning back the hands of time when it comes to diversity and inclusion and equity and justice in education. We've got to be willing to fight for it. Others have in the past successfully. I'm just glad that we're here today to be able to further that goal. Ms. Fort, you've been working, did you work for Bobby Scott?
Yes, sir, I did.
Good for you. He's a great
And
fellow.
George Miller, your roommate.
Pardon me?
And George Miller, your roommate.
Yes, my landlord and my roommate, yes. So when you look at the perspective, the historic perspective about equity and opportunity and justice in education, where do you think Trump is headed?
The exact wrong way. He will be taking, sadly, our students and our families who have relied on the Department of Education for so long, back to the days where students with disabilities weren't welcomed. There were separate schools for Black children, Latino children. That is not something that this country needs to progress.
I agree with you completely. Thank you.